What if I told you that your tongue is basically your body's snitch, spilling secrets about your health long before you even feel sick?
No! God, please, no! No!
From strange blue colors, interesting textures, or even global patterns that shouldn't be there, today we're diving into what your tongue is secretly trying to tell you about your health. And yeah, some of this might shock you. Yep, that pink squishy muscle in your mouth isn't just for talking, eating, and accidentally biting when you least expect it. It's also a health indicator, and depending on its color, texture, or coating, it might be trying to tell you something important. What will your tongue reveal about your health? Let's break it all down, shall we? Number 1, a white coating. What in the world is growing on my tongue, you may be thinking? Well, if your tongue is looking more white and coated than pink and clean, there are a few possible reasons. A light white coating could be pretty normal, but if your tongue looks like it's covered in a thick, chalky, or fuzzy layer, it could be a sign of oral thrush, a fungal infection caused by an overgrowth of Candida yeast. This happens more often if you've been taking antibiotics, have a weakened immune system, or have diabetes. But a white patchy tongue can also be a sign of leukoplakia, a condition where the cells in your mouth grow excessively, something that can be precancerous in some cases, especially in smokers. If you notice persistent white patches that don't scrape off, it's time to get checked out by a dentist, oral surgeon, or ENT. They specialize in conditions affecting the mouth, gums, and tongue. If you have risk factors like tobacco use, heavy alcohol consumption, or a weakened immune system, it's probably wise to get checked sooner than later. Number 2, bright red tongue. It may look like your mouth is on fire, but a red, inflamed, or swollen tongue isn't just weird. It can mean your body is low in key nutrients, specifically vitamin B12, folic acid, or even iron. These vitamins are essential for keeping your tongue healthy, and without them, your tongue can turn glossy, red, and even painful in some instances. Another cause for your bright red tongue? Scarlet fever. Scarlet fever is a bacterial infection caused by Streptococcus pyogenes, also known as Group A Streptococcus, and that comes specifically with a strawberry-like tongue that looks bright red with tiny bumps. If you have a fever and a sore throat with this, please go see a doctor ASAP. And let's not forget geographic tongue, where red patches form in random spots on your tongue and move around daily. It's harmless, but could be triggered by stress, spicy foods, or even vitamin deficiencies. Number 3, a black hairy tongue.
What did you say?
Yes, that could happen. If your tongue is turning black, brown, or even growing what looks like maybe hair, don't freak out. It's called black hairy tongue. Despite the name, it's not an actual disease, just a buildup of dead skin cells, bacteria, and even food debris on your tongue's surface. This happens more in people who smoke, drink too much coffee or tea, or have poor oral hygiene. A solution to this baffling tongue darkness? For starters, brush your tongue or use a tongue scraper. Stay hydrated and maybe cut back on the coffee. But if any black spots suddenly appear and don't go away, it could be an indication of a fungal infection or even a side effect of medications like Pepto-Bismol. If the color change is persistent, please get it checked out. Number 4, a smooth, pale tongue. Your tongue should be slightly bumpy thanks to those little taste buds called papillae. But if you're asking yourself, hey, where did my taste buds go? And your tongue is looking extra smooth, pale, or kind of shiny, this could be yet another sign of vitamin B12 or iron deficiency. These deficiencies can lead to anemia, making your tongue feel extra sensitive, burning, or just weirder than normal. If you're constantly feeling fatigued, dizzy, or cold, along with having unexpected tongue smoothness or paleness, you might want to get your iron and B12 levels checked out. Number 5, deep grooves and cracks. Okay, no, your tongue is not splitting or drifting like tectonic plates.
Thank you!
But a tongue with deep grooves, cracks, or fissures can definitely be alarming. But for most people, it's completely harmless and benign. It's called a fissured tongue, and some people are just born with it. However, caveat here, if you suddenly develop deep cracks, it could mean a number of things: a fungal infection, dehydration, or an underlying inflammatory condition called psoriasis. And if your tongue starts burning or hurting in or around these cracks, it's time to get checked out. So make that appointment. Number 6, purple or blue tongue. This could actually be a red flag. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if your tongue looks blue or purple, that's not normal. In fact, it could mean poor circulation, lung disease, or even heart issues. That's because low oxygen levels in your blood could cause a condition called cyanosis, which can turn your tongue and lips blue. If your tongue suddenly changes color and you're feeling dizzy, weak, or short of breath, get medical attention immediately. Number 7, a yellow tongue. What's that all about? Like a proceed with caution sign, a yellow tongue is usually a sign of bacterial buildup, often from things like smoking, dehydration, or even dry mouth. It's usually harmless, but if it sticks around, it could mean something more serious like liver issues, like jaundice, where excess bilirubin builds up in the body and turns the skin and eyes yellow. This condition can also turn your tongue yellow. So pay attention. If your tongue or eyes are looking yellowish, it's time to see the doctor. Number 8, a swollen tongue. If your tongue suddenly balloons up to a size that's not its norm, this could be either a severe allergic reaction called anaphylaxis or angioedema, which both can be life-threatening, especially if you're eating something or a new medication. If you're watching this right now and your tongue is swelling up, get emergency help immediately. If you're having any other swelling, trouble breathing, or a tight throat, call 911 or try to locate your nearest EpiPen. Now, if this is not an acute or sudden onset of swelling and your tongue is chronically swollen, this could be a sign of a different medical condition like hypothyroidism or an underlying inflammatory condition. If you haven't just accidentally bit it and you're thinking, wow, this thing is so swollen, please seek out medical help. How do you keep your tongue healthy? Hydration is key, not just for a healthy body, but a dry tongue can lead to bacterial buildup, bad breath, and weird creepy coatings that you just don't want. Second, don't skip the tongue scraper. Unfortunately, your toothbrush isn't enough. Use a scraper to remove junk and bacteria and keep that muscle happy. And let's talk nutrition for a sec. Your tongue needs B vitamins, iron, and zinc to stay healthy. If you're feeling off and your tongue is showing signs of deficiency like the ones I mentioned before, consider a high-quality supplement to fill in the gaps. And if life's occasional stresses or lack of sleep is affecting your immune system and overall health, check out Chillax or Do Not Disturb from my company Life Happens. Chillax is formulated with L-theanine, magnesium, and saffron to help keep your stress levels in check and bring you those calm vibes. Do Not Disturb, on the other hand, is our top seller, a melatonin-free sleep aid supplement with bioavailable magnesium, passion flower, and avodia to help you recharge, unwind from the caffeine, and have a good night. You can find all of our health supplements at lifehappens.com or on Amazon. Please check them out or consider gifting them to somebody you care about. There you have it. What your tongue is secretly trying to tell you about your health. Have you ever noticed a weird tongue change? Drop it in the comments. Or if you have any other ideas for health videos that you want to see, please let me know that too. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and binge watch this entire playlist right here. And don't forget to smack that subscribe button and hit the like button for me as well. That way you know every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching and stay healthy, my friends.